And the flow and the ebb. Back and forth we go here in this third quarter. 24-23. Defense and mistakes in the first half kept it. Texas exploded. 16 unanswered points. Now we're into that shootout kind of thing.
Yeah, first half was all defense. Second half it's all offense.
And Markham's kick, another good one. Way back. No return. Don't miss the season premiere of Emily's Reasons Why Not. Emily's Reason, I don't know. Starring Heather Graham, a new comedy about love, laughter, and life. Premiering Monday at 9/8 Central, followed by an all-new Jake in Progress, starring John Stamos, only on ABC.
Yeah, I think Vince Young enjoys playing here in the Rose Bowl. And we still have a quarter and change left to go.
Out of the spread. Throws the Hummer. Caught it. I thought his knee was on the ground when he caught it. Lima Swede. And it was on the ground. It's down at the 25, so that's a pickup of 5 yards.
I think you're right, Keith. It looked like the ball comes in low, working against John Walker. Watch the knee go down. Something the replay booth missed earlier in the game when Selvin Young scored a touchdown.
Young running, and he took a pretty good lick that time. That's the hardest hit he's taken tonight. But he still doesn't need to send his britches to the laundry. I keep bringing that up because last year he ran for 4 touchdowns against Michigan, all standing up.
Yeah, he had to work for his touchdown tonight, diving for the corner of the end zone. This is Frosty Rucker getting checked out on the sidelines. They have a sore shoulder.
Kofi replaces him. No pressure. Ball thrown and good. Catch is made by David Thomas.
Huge night for David Thomas. He's been Young's favorite receiver all year long. He slips coming out of the break on this play and has to make a sensational diving catch, and he did.
7 catches, 66 yards tonight. Ball is handed off to Romance Taylor. And he's tattooed at about the line of scrimmage. 35. Gained a yard.
Taylor is a versatile player. He's played a lot of wide receiver for the Longhorns. That time a little bit too much hesitation, trying to look for a crack in the defense that wasn't there.
Young wants to throw, going to take off. Look out. All the way to the 20-yard line before Keith Rivers can bring him down with help from Darnell Bing.
Let's take a look at this from high above the Rose Bowl. 150 yards rushing on the night for Vince Young and just 12 carries. He's come real close to busting this all the way to the end zone.
So it's first down at the 20 for the big guy. Hands it off. This is a loss and a big one. Frosty Rucker back in the ball game among those that took down Romance Taylor.
With that 150 yards rushing, now he has 1,000 even on the season, and that continues a Texas tradition.
They are trailing by a point with 1 minute and 38 seconds to go in the third quarter. The ball is back on the 26, and it's second down and 16. Had a man wide open. Lima Swede got lost and just sat down at the 15-yard line and was available.
Well, it's a real dilemma for defensive backs in this game for SC. Young kind of mesmerizes everybody. They got to be scared to death that he's going to pull the ball down and take off running. In the meantime, Justin Wyatt slips down, And Lima Swede is wide open at the 15-yard line.
3rd down and 5 now for the Horns. Throws it back across the field. The tackle is made with the reception right about the 14-yard line. Josh Pinkert hitting David Thomas.
That was the best defensive play for SC in quite a while, because both Pinkert and Darnell Bing, 36 and 20 there, were all over that throwback screen to David Thomas. Well anticipated and well executed by Carroll's defense.
And Pino is back in the ball game for a field goal try to give Texas the lead again. 31-yard try. He'll kick it from the 21. You can, as they come out and call time here. And the timeout was called with the clock winding down and about to run out of time in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back after this message and a word from our ABC station.
With 14:55 left in the national championship, it's USC by 1, 24-23. Joining me now on the field, Libby Evans-Wright, folks. She is the president of the Pasadena Tournament of Roses this year. She is the Danica Patrick this year, I should say. And congratulations. How has it gone so far for you?
Oh, it's been a magical year. I mean, this could not be a better matchup. It's the dream teams of the whole country.
A lot of firsts, especially in the Rose Bowl game as well.
That's right. You know, the Rose Bowl has been in practice since 1902. We were the first televised game in the early 50s. And, you know, here we are with this wonderful experience tonight.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Keith, a lot of great ladies here. Sandra Day O'Connor, our Grand Marshal. Keith.
Thank you, Todd. And the Trojans back to the attack here. Throw that ball quickly outside. They found some success with that play. And Dwayne Jarrett, of course, comes out quickly, and he's a big guy, and if you don't do your work on him, he'll get loose.
Well, and what they did that time, Keith, they didn't have any help out there, so there was not an extra defensive back to come up and tackle Jarrett until he got a number of yards there. So SC making the adjustment on that quick hit to the outside.
It'll be 2nd down and 2 as the play picked up 8 yards. And this is the final quarter, folks. 24-23 after the field goal miss from 31 yards. Little pitch to McCoy, and he's got a little trouble over there. There's 2 Longhorns after him, and they get him. Michael Huff was the first one. Holly Rowe.
Guys, for some reason, the Texas defense continues to struggle with cramps. At least 7 guys have been treated here on the sideline. They've got ice bags running up and down their legs. They've also had IVs at halftime, at least 4 players. Their co-defensive coordinator, Dwayne Akina, said to his defense before they took the field, guys, I know you're tired. I know you're struggling through the cramps, but you have to find a way to get some energy. We can't get into a track meet.
Thank you. 3rd down coming up here. And Pete Carroll coming down the sideline, calling a timeout. I'm wrong, and he saw it and spent the timeout. They've got 1 remaining.
ABC Sports exclusive coverage of the Rose Bowl game presented by Citi. Brought to you by the Citi Simplicity Credit Card. Citi, live richly. The Home Depot. You can do it, we can help. Dodge. You can take life as it comes, or you can grab life by the horns. Nokia. Your friends, your family, your music, your pictures. It's your life in there. Nokia. And Allstate. Are you in good hands?
Here we go. On 3rd down and long for Southern California. 3rd down and 6. 1-point ball game. Dodged the bullet a minute ago. Now let's see if they come together. Reggie Bush remains quiet. He goes to the top of the screen as a wide receiver. They've emptied the backfield of 5 wideouts. Matt Leinart, quick drop, quick pass. Pass is caught by Dwayne Jarrett. So Jarrett becomes the money man for Matt Leinart. And you can call it first down. Southern California at the 36.
Just jumps right inside of Aaron Ross there. Timing absolutely perfect between these two roommates. And the ball thrown low right to the body of Jarrett because Leinart knew that Ross was coming quickly.
Ross is pretty good, isn't he?
They're all good. I don't see a dog out there.
You're right.
And as a quarterback, I was always looking for dogs.
Dumped off to Dominique Byrd. And Byrd, who has stepped up here in the second half, makes another catch. And that'll move the ball up to the 43, close to the 44.
And another great tackle by Michael Huff. He gets right to the shoulder pads, one hands the big man down to the ground. That's why he won the Thorpe Trophy as the best defensive back in the nation.
Second down and 3 coming up for the Trojans, and this is the kind of a down where Matt Leinart might go fishing, looking for something a little deeper. Lindale White is into the backfield.
Please reset the clock to 13-19. 1-3-1-9.
Clock running loose again, but they're going to back it up.
The one thing the Trojan offensive line has done tonight is they've shut out an All-American tackle, Roderick Wright. He has 0 tackles on the night. You got to give a lot of credit to big number 71, the Deuce, Taitusi Latui.
Bush and White are both on the field. Bush is outside as a wideout to the top of your picture. And the ball goes to Lindale White, and there's your first down. Oh, he has been like an 18-wheeler running downhill tonight. Here's Todd.
Well, Dan, you said it. Taitusi Latui, no one wants to celebrate more from him. Here he is a transfer from Snow College, originally from Mesa, Arizona. Following last year's win at the Orange Bowl, he had no chance to celebrate as his wife was in labor in Utah with their first child. He showered, jumped on an alumni charter to L.A. After riding to LAX, he grabbed another flight to Salt Lake City, where he made it to the hospital just after his baby was born. Inoki Lioaki Melatu, which in Tongan means return a champion. He's got another baby on the way, but he told me better timing this year. She's not due till June.
Planned it better, did he? This is Bush bringing him out. They won't let him get around the corner. He's been trying all night, and they've been handling him all night. And we've got a Longhorn that's shaken up over here on the field. That would be number 39, Brian Robinson, a defensive end.
This would be a big loss for the Longhorns. They're already a little bit thin at defensive end. Tim Crowder hurt his knee in practice and has had trouble with cramps in the second half. The backup is Brian Arakpo. He plays both sides. So if Robinson can't play, they're going to have to really dig deep on that bench. The Longhorns have had the answer for Reggie Bush tonight on all these perimeter type of plays, but not the answer for Lindale White pounding in the middle.
He's holding his rib cage like he's tender in that lower rib cage area, maybe even in the hip area.
Number 39 right there takes a shot from Dominique Byrd, and I'm sure that that was the injury, perhaps a bruised rib. We can hope that's the extent of it for Brian Robinson.
So it's second down and 8 for the Trojans with the ball across on the Texas side of the field, and here goes White again, and he's pounding now. He's running behind Brandon Hancock, and the Trojan fullbacks are having a big night with the blocking business. Aerial coverage of tonight's game provided by Tostitos. Clock ticking along at 12:05.
And the word on Brian Robinson is that he'll be back. White is right at his season average at 6.6 yards a carry.
3rd and 2. Big guy still in there. He gets it. Lindale White inside the 30-yard line to the 26. Lindale White weighs 235 pounds. That's why I'm calling him a big guy, because he's a load.
And that's the sacrifice you make when you try to get more speed on the field, as Gene Chisholm